Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Kashana, also known as Slayed by Shana. Here on my channel, we discuss entrepreneurship, growing in the beauty industry, and personal development. If you are interested in the advice that I have to give, then stay tuned. Let's get into the video. So in my last video, I discussed how I was licensed for 4 years, didn't have a clientele, didn't really start building my clientele until I became an assistant for the last time. And from there, I really just started focusing on building my clientele and what I wanted to do in the beauty industry. And we are going to get into it today. So I was an assistant for let's just say 2 years. It was like a year and a half, but let's just say 2 years. And during that process, again, I was licensed, and I had been licensed at that point for 4 years, going on 5 years. And I knew what I wanted to do, but I was kind of scared to say what I wanted to do because I didn't have the skill set yet. So during my assistant process, I was building the confidence on the actual services that I wanted to do. So I would work on my mannequin a lot because I didn't have a lot of clients or support to help me, just do these services. The services that I really was trying to get into was like extensions and color. That was like my desire, my dying desire of like really what I wanted to do. And I was doing stuff like natural hair, locks, and stuff like that. And it wasn't what I was passionate about. What I really wanted to do was color and extensions. So what I did was I started promoting. So for this stylist, I was her assistant, and she actually did a lot of extensions and color. And I would post whenever I would do like her braid down patterns for her, or mixing color for her, like things like that, just small things that like on social media it made a big impact, but in salon it was just like little small tiny details that I was doing in salon, and on social media it was just blowing up. And then from there, using hashtags really and posting where I was located really helped me thrive into creating my clientele. And in the beginning, I was kind of scared because I was still learning, like trying to get my feet wet on how to do these extension services. I wasn't bold enough. I always struggled like with the confidence thing behind the chair, and especially during this time. And I just couldn't get my footing, and I was just trying to make it work basically, but using hashtags and tagging where I was located and just posting consistently, my clientele, for some reason, it was just like people were booking left or right. People started to book with me left and right, but it wasn't for what I was desiring to do. It wasn't for extensions, and it wasn't for color. It was for silk presses. So, with my clientele, it grew based on just silk presses alone. So I was like getting the people in the door with silk presses. I was doing like different promotions, doing discounts for silk presses and treatments, and getting the rhythm of silk presses. And then like over the pandemic, I decided to pick up a skill of being a wig constructor. So I would basically be a wig maker, and that didn't really work too well, but I was able to showcase that I can color extensions, I can make wigs, I have the skills to really do what I need to do for extensions. Like I can sew it, I can color it. And when I came back from the pandemic, since I took that skill during the pandemic, like we was on lockdown, I was like, hey, I need a new skill. And when we came back into salon, I think that's when I did a promotion for sew-ins. And it was something just to get people in the door. The sew-ins, sewing promotion, it basically being paid peanuts, but it was worth it because I was able to have at least like 2 or 3 models for me to showcase that I am going to be adding this service to my book. And again, posting that and posting every specific detail of that service from beginning to end, and then promoting that on my social media page and using the hashtags and putting where I'm located at. I basically recycled my content from those 3 models and was able to bring in people in the door for sew-ins. Not saying that I was the best at sew-ins even at that time, but it brought in clients that was willing to grow with me so that I can continue doing sew-ins, continue getting the experience. And then from there, I was able to do silk press. I was able to do sew-ins, and then I continued my education. The more I continued my education is the more I was able to add on these services. And when I did continue education, then I will post that I was learning that skill set. And so my audience knew that I was now learning something, like, so they see me like in class and they like to see that, and ooh, I want to be, a model for you, or Shauna, you're learning this new skill. I don't mind being a guinea pig for you to, practice on or whatever. So every time I would learn a new skill set, then I'll have the clients that will just be coming in for that. And the more I do on my clients, then the more new clients will come in the door. And that's pretty much basically like being consistent in my content creating, showing up on social media, using hashtags, and sharing my location or putting my location on my feed, so then people would come in. And then of course, when people start sharing your content from social media or posting you, just little things, it's the little things that really matter that grew my clientele. And I had, my booking site on my social media pages as well. So let social media work for you. Do not let it work against you. So with me being consistent in social media, and that was the first time that I was like really getting the hang of social media. My clientele grew from like 1 to 3 people every couple of weeks. It was enough for me to actually start paying booth rent at that point. Like I was still doing assisting full-time, but then I was like, I had my own clients part-time until I developed enough to be a full-time hairstylist and pay booth rent full-time. And I mean, really, that's how I grew my clientele. If you guys want more information on like how to create content, comment down below Content Genius, and I will drop that strategy for you guys. Only for you guys though. Make sure you comment down below Content Genius to get a video on how to strategically create content that will convert followers into clients. Thank you guys so much for watching.